I was just wondering, remember Pepper, first self-release EP, is it already becoming something like a collector's item? Do you have any idea?
Yeah, I've been told that you can get it on eBay for like £20 or something, which that's cool. I mean, it was a limited run, self-release, so it was, I think I did 500 copies, but I gave like 200 away, so there was a very small amount.
What was the initial selling price, do you know?
It was £5.
So that's already like a couple of... do you have a spare one left? Do you have one, Tessa?
Yeah, we've got, I think there's one at home at the moment.
Two.
A couple, yeah.
There's like two.
When we're really skint, we're tempted to sell it on eBay and see how much we can get for it, but that would probably be foolish.
Okay, yeah, you could, maybe it gets more expensive by the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I read that you started working on your own, do you have seen him change when maybe for the first other musicians were involved in his creation?
In terms of kind of how it works, so
how he used to work on his own and now he's collaborating, but did you see a certain change until you start working with him until now?
It's still kind of quite Greg's vision focused, I suppose, in terms of how it works. So when we're doing it together, it's quite often Greg will kind of come up with a vocal melody and I'll translate it into something that works, because his singing isn't the best.
Yeah, something that sounds good.
And I guess as we've worked together for longer, I'm probably better at predicting what he wants. So it's become easier, and I think we're kind of getting used to working together.
Yeah.
He's probably becoming slightly more flexible in how he does things.
Yeah, is there one thing that you're inflexible in, or that you still maintain as from your period on working alone?
I kind of like to mix it. It's hard for me to imagine mixing it with somebody, but I'm currently talking with a few different people, so that might be see where that goes.
You in mixing the music, you mean, or?
Yeah.
Why is that? Is that to have a new ears listening to?
Yeah, I think because you mix it yourself, you just kind of get so bogged down in it. But I just can't imagine anybody else mixing it. But it'd be great to meet somebody who, I could do that with.
What do you think was the hardest for him to let go of?
I don't think he's let go of very much. So quite often I'll come and there'll basically be a whole song that just needs the vocal kind of melody added. So yeah, I think he's still kind of learning to be a bit more relaxed, I guess, in terms of writing.
But do you feel that you have enough freedom to put your ideas in?
Yeah,
or is it?
Yeah. When I have good ideas, they're kind of taken on board. Mine are less free-flowing than Greg's, unfortunately, which is not fair for me. But it's, we work well together as a team, I think, in terms of if we kind of get into a dead end or something and struggle to find an idea when we know that it's a really good song, then we'll work together to try and come up with something that fits and is cool and that we like.
When you tend to maybe to stuck on a certain idea, do you then keep trying until it fits, or do you then let it go for a while?
Well, I used to do that. I used to kind of really ram my head against the wall. But I think the better thing to do is just to leave it and kind of get out of the way of it, And so I've been trying to learn that the whole time, just get out of the way of a song, because I think a song kind of almost writes itself and kind of wants to go to a certain place, and you can get in the way of that. And that's where a lot of the frustration comes from. But if you kind of just leave it, and you'll come back and you'll be like, oh, that should go over this way. So that kind of thing.
Is that for your songwriting in general, that you just write whenever it comes, or how does it work for you?
No, I kind of have more of a work attitude with it. I kind of just go and do it, every day, and just kind of see what comes out. And I think it's important to kind of keep working and see what happens. So,
what time of the day you started?
11 a.m.
Okay. And how's that for you? At what point do you get in the process?
I'll kind of listen to stuff. It really depends. Like sometimes it might start with an idea for what the vocal melody might be. So then I'm kind of there from the beginning. But then other times it's kind of a whole song's basically written and it's just about me kind of coming in and tracking it. So it really varies. But in terms of kind of the listening process, I get to hear songs before everyone else, I guess. So there's a whole bank of kind of new material that we're working on at the moment, which no one else has really heard. So it's really exciting to kind of be involved in things from the beginning, I suppose.